aspect is technical SEO. In technical SEO, the first thing you're going to be understanding is a loading time. So Google openly told any website that doesn't load faster, sorry, not rank, apologies, any website that doesn't load faster will lose their ranking position. Guys, did you know a fact? Amazon loses $1.8 billion every year for just 1 second increase in loading time. 1 second. Okay, so make sure your website loads as fast as possible. As a thumb rule, guys, as a thumb rule, the first rule here is make sure your website loads less than 5 seconds. 3 seconds would be much better. Less than 5 seconds should be an optimum time for your website to load. Okay, it should not take more than that. So we'll be starting with the next aspect. So in loading time, now make sure it loads less than 5 seconds. So what are the factors that are involved in loading time? What are the major factors? Guys, the first commonly known factor, if your website is taking more time to load, the 9 out of 10 times I face this normal issue when I do consulting, it's your web hosting. Okay. If your website is low, the first place to look into is your web hosting. I see 9 out of 10 times I do audit for clients. They are using some very low quality or cheap hosting. So make sure you use good hosting. You'll definitely get good performance. Always go for SSD hosting. Don't go for normal hard disk. Solid state drive gives you better performance than your normal hard disk hosting. Check their bandwidth, check their RAM, check the processor of the hosting. Make sure you check all these things and simply make sure you get a good performance hosting. Okay, there's so many companies offer performance hosting, WPS hosting, Kinsta hosting. Like there are some good companies. Okay, like even AWS is a performance hosting. Now make sure you go for good quality hosting so you get really good performance. Okay, so second one is if you're into WordPress, majorly will be your themes and plugins. Themes and plugins. So always use, guys, light themes and plugins. Light themes and plugins. So that's the reason I taught you with Astra, because Astra is one of the most lightest loading theme, and Neve is a very good theme. WP Ocean is a good theme. Make sure you use lighter themes and less number of plugins. More number of plugins is never good. Don't use too many plugins. Don't use plugins for every small thing. Okay, so it will just add bloat, just close down your website. So try to avoid that. The third one is your caching. Okay, caching are nothing but your copies, temporary copies of your website. Okay, caching, we have to fix the caching. I'll tell you how to do that, don't worry. So the fourth one is the most important aspect is your images. Images has a huge impact of your loading time. Okay, don't upload stock photos or direct images from the internet. It's not good. And also I can add even embed video, and I can say video embeds. Video embeds like video embeds, like maps. Everything comes under the fourth aspect. These are the core 4 factors I will consider when I'm optimizing my loading time. So the first thing, guys, I cannot go through it now because I don't want. Now, guys, it's very simple. Whenever you upgrade your web hosting, all web hosting companies provides free migration, which means they will take your current existing hosting and they will move to your new hosting plan. Okay, they will do it for you. If you don't worry, if you want to take a backup, you guys know how to take a backup. WP migration, all-in-one WP migration. Guys, one small note here also, before starting any technical SEO factor, any technical SEO factor, before starting, take a backup. Okay, take backup for everything before doing anything, because most of the times the chances of getting crashed is very high. Okay, that is the reason. So first aspect is, guys, make sure you buy good web hosting. Make sure your website themes and plugins are less, and properly use good quality themes and plugins. You'll definitely get good performance. Make sure you use good caching plugins. Okay, temporary stored files. And the last one is make sure your images, video embeds, and maps are avoided. Okay, whenever it's not required, don't use them. So I'll teach you step-by-step guide on how to go through them. Now coming to the second factor is, the first factor you understood, things to consider. What are the major things that you usually find in there? The next thing is tools to check loading time. When we talk about loading time, guys, the first tool, industry standard metrics, it's GTmetrix. GTmetrix.com is the one we use pretty much everywhere. The second one is tools.pingdom. Pingdom.com. That is the second factor. So the third one, I think the third one is Google Page Speed Insights. So these are the few factors I will consider. Now let me show you an example. Now just go to your website. Say for example, I'll go to this page. Page is already done. Let me exit from this page. Leave this page. Website, open this website called as gtmetrics.com. Similarly, I'll open tools.pingdom.com. Guys, this data will vary because all of them are tested from so many different continents altogether and data sources. So you cannot get the same value, but we usually consider the highest one and try to optimize it. Okay, I'll copy this one. I'll go to gtmetrics.com. No need to sign up. Just paste the URL of that page. Again, guys, this should be done for every page because every page has different set of content, images, embeds, maps, everything. So click on test your site. Similarly, go to this page, paste the URL, choose what country or what continent you want to test it from, and click on start test. Okay, so let it load. Now afterwards, you should be seeing some data here. Can you see my website loads within 4.1 seconds? Total page size is 2.38 MB. Number of requests is 92. The number factor, the core factor you look at it is this one, the loading time. Okay, there are so many things that are telling me error. They're telling me to minify is nothing but compressing the code. They're telling to compress the JavaScript. Okay, any spaces in the JavaScript or any common mentions or comments in the JavaScript will be they're telling to minify. So you don't have to worry about all these things. We'll just use some plugins and it will take care of it. Browser cache, you have to be very careful in browser cache because most of the times, more often than anything, when you're optimized, it crashes. So second one is this one. Can you see 3.13 seconds, 2.9 MB. Here it says 2.38 MB. Here it shows different value. Yeah, usually it varies. Don't need to worry. But this is again, I see 3.13 seconds. The next tool you have to use is GTmetrix. Sorry, no, not GTmetrix. Google Page Speed Insights. This URL is very long. That's why I just Google it. Okay. Its URL is developers.google.com. This is the one. Go to the site, paste the URL of that page and click analyze. So here, this value doesn't give the loading time. It gives for two devices. One is mobile, one is desktop, and it is between 1 to 100, 1 being the lowest, 100 being the highest. You should always be targeting the higher number. Anywhere above 80 is considered as an optimum value. Okay. Now let me see. It's very poor. 25 here. Can you see desktop, mobile, and desktop is 71. Both are very poor. Okay. For this page, we'll optimize it. Don't worry. We'll be optimizing this and we'll see how far we can take this. So this is what the values I'm seeing right now. Mobile 25 and desktop 71. And here, this is the loading time I'm seeing 3.13 seconds and here 4.1 second. So we'll start optimizing one by one. So to start optimizing these steps, guys, let me just close this page. This is the page I'm trying to optimize. So the first step I will do is I will re-optimize all the images. Okay, because guys, hosting I can't fix because I'm already using some decent hosting. I told you what hosting I'm using. This we can't fix, but if you want really good performance, hosting is the #1 solution you should be going for. So themes and plugins, I'm already using Astra. So I'm using very optimum plugins. What is required only I'm using. So this is done. So coming to the third one is your caching issues. So coming to caching, guys, there are so many plugins that you can use. Coming to caching. So the best plugins that you can use for caching is W3 Total Cache. It's a free one. Okay, the paid one, the best factor is WP Rocket. Okay, these two are the best considered plugins, but the one I use is WP Super Cache. I use this one. I use for my sites. Caching? I use this one because I want a simple caching plugin. I don't want super advanced where I don't want to mess up every single aspect. If you want advanced options in it and you want it for free, I'm not sure. Yeah, if you want advanced options, you want it for free, you go for WP Total Cache. But if you want advanced options and you want to pay for it and you get good number of features, what usually this doesn't provide, you go for WP Rocket. It's a paid plugin, not recommended unless you're an advanced website. You want to optimize, you want to be a ninja level optimization specialist where your website is loading at 3.4 seconds and you want to make it like 3.3 or 3.2 seconds. So that level optimization, you need this type of plugins, guys. Trust me, not required. But there are other simple plugins you can use. There's a very fantastic.
What is caching?
Caching is where you clear your temporary stored files. Say, for example, now usually caching, what happens is, say, let me take an example. Now, before understanding caching, let me take an example. Now, what if I ask you, what is the cube root of 343?
I'll say
What
I
is the
don't know.
cube root of 343? Can you use a calculator or you can Google it
I'll Google it.
and tell me the answer? 343 cube root.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I'll ask you the same question now. What is the cube root of 373? 343.
7.
So now the first time when I asked you the question, it took more time. The second time I asked you the question, you immediately answered. Now why you answered? Because you already processed it. Same thing applies for website also and web pages also. Whenever a page is loading for the first time in your browser, it takes more time to load. Okay. The second time, the same visitor, same browser is going and loading the same page. It loads much faster because the caching, what it does is all the heavy files of your website. It can be your HTML, your CSS, your JavaScript, everything of your website will be temporarily stored in your browser. That's at the same time you clear your history. No, it says clear cache. Ever seen that?
Yeah.
Whenever you're clearing, it will be like 300 MB, 400 MB, something like that. Yeah, that is what is happening now. And one more factor is certain times you change your website design. Say for example, I go to my page, I change some aspects, I change the image, I change the code, I change the background, I change the foreground. And if you immediately come to the front end and if you refresh it, immediately you may not be seeing certain changes.
Yeah.
So certain times that happens because you are not using a good caching plugin. Caching plugin helps you to implement immediately the change.
Okay.
So that is the reason we use this caching. Okay. So that even if for your visitors, now for example, the same thing happening for your visitors. Now you change the content and in your visitors, if a visitor is like an old visitor, you should, what will be happening? You'll be seeing the old content only. By using a cache plugin, it will replace the old content with the new content.
Okay.
So that is the reason we need a caching plugin. See, having a caching plugin has a lot of benefits. You should have a caching plugin. And some good web hosting companies provide inbuilt caching. So you don't have to use any plugin. If you're using Bluehost or SiteGround, any like performance, very good company hosting, they charge you like 7,000 rupees, 8,000 rupees per year. I don't recommend it. But if you are using that level performance hosting, they would definitely provide inbuilt caching in their server, so you don't have to buy it. But actually I prefer to use these plugins. Okay, the one plugin I personally use is this plugin, WP Super Cache. But if you want advanced functionalities, if you want to do gzip compression and you want to like compress all the white spaces, all those stuff, you need to go for W3 Total Cache. So since I remember the last time I checked you had W3 Total Cache, we'll continue with W3 Total Cache only. Okay, nothing wrong. Both of them are both provides exact functionalities. But here, like 2-3 buttons only options are there. But here there are hundreds of options. Okay. So we'll go for this plugin to optimize. Now what is happening is whenever you change the code in your web page, whenever you change a script or whenever you add a functionality or whenever you change an image or a text, anything, that immediately implements in your front end of your site for in your browser and also your visitors of your browser. Okay, so that, and one more thing, caching also helps you to save some files on their browsers also, heavy files. So whenever a person is coming back, it loads much faster than the previous time. Just like I gave you the formula. First time it took more time. The second time I told you, immediately told it 7. So same thing applies for your visitors also. First time it took time. The second time onwards, it will definitely improve your fastest. By using good caching plugin, certain time if you change the script or change the image, immediately it implies by clearing all the temporary files and replace with the new files. Okay. But unless it doesn't work on incognito, I use incognito all the time. But most people don't know what is incognito also. But for them, the good thing applies. Okay, no need to worry about that. So coming back, guys, now go to your website. Now I'll show you the difference. Don't worry. You will see some significant impact on your website loading time. Okay. So go to plugins, add new plugin. Okay. So there are so many other plugins. Auto Optimize is there. WP Rocket is there. There is WP so Fastest Cache is there. There's so many plugins. Now the one you are going to use is called as W3 Total Cache. Total Cache. This is the plugin. There are so many other plugins you can use. Okay. Like there are so many. Fast Velocity Minify. Okay, now go for this plugin by BoldGrid. 1 million active installs 2 weeks ago. Install and activate. Now I activated this, it is done. So in the left side of your navigation menu, you'll be seeing an option called as performance. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Guys, in
Yeah.
caching, there are so many different types of caching. Database cache is there, object cache is there, browser cache is there. Be super careful. Be very, very careful when you're optimizing any of this thing. I'll tell you about CDN here. I'll tell you about CDN in the next topic. But be
Okay.
very careful in these settings. But preferably, if I were you doing this for your site, I will take a quick backup. All-in-one WP migration. You know how to take a backup?
Yeah, yeah.
You should take a backup before changing any of the settings. Be very careful, be very cautious. So go to this performance, go to this option called as general
Okay.
settings. Step number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, performance, general settings. So there are certain things that we need to optimize. Now, can you see page cache is there? Make sure enable page cache. By enabling page cache, improves your loading time. Guys, in a big picture, in a nutshell, what does caching does is it improves your loading time. Okay, that's all you need to know in terms of the big picture. Okay, so by using a good caching plugin like Direct Total Cache or Super Cache, it improves your loading time. So this is the same thing. Just make sure to enable this. And can you see the next one? It says Minify. Can you see Minify is there in general settings? Again, enable this option. Okay, enable Minify. What it does is it compresses the HTML, CSS, and other factors which is not required and helps you to load faster. So again, understand the risk. So they're saying your site may crash. It's fine. Just enable this option, and just make sure you click on Save All Settings. Save all settings. Is it done?
Wait, preview mode is, I'm in preview mode.
Now you have to exit from your page builder.
I'm in WordPress dashboard only.
Yeah, you have to. Did you install this plugin?
Yeah.
That page.
I already
That page.
have
Scroll down. Page cache.
page case. Yeah.
Below that.
Okay,
Below that.
enable.
Preview mode. Page cache. Enable. And
Okay.
Minify. Enable.
Okay, fine.
Enable this one and save all
Understand the
settings.
risks. Okay.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, they're saying it may crash. Don't worry, it will not
Okay.
crash.
Okay.
Okay, save all settings.
Okay.
So once this is done, can you see the left side option called Minify? Minify.
Yeah.
So Minify is nothing but minification. What it does is
Okay.
any white spaces, many spaces in the code
Okay.
will be reduced, will be removed, or any
Hmm.
comments written in the content. When you're writing a code, you write some comments about that. What is that about? All that will be removed. Okay. So
Okay.
here, go to here, Minify. Can you
Okay.
see HTML Minify is there? Enable this.
Yeah.
HTML and XML Minify, enable it. Scroll
Okay.
down. JavaScript should be by default enabled. If it's not enabled, enable it again. CSS again Minify, enabled. All the three things should be enabled, and click on Save All Settings. Anywhere you can save, it does apply for everything. Okay. So once it is done, now what I have to do is I have to temporarily clear all the cookie files of my web pages. So
Okay.
to do that, can you see performance here?
Yeah.
Top navigation menu. Can you see purge all caches is there?
Yeah.
So click on purge all caches.
Okay.
So I'll come to the front end of the page. So this is my old page. Now you should be seeing some difference in the loading time. Hopefully it shows. Now let me go to the service. Go to the service. Let me check it out. So I'm going to copy this code, copy the URL now. Hopefully I'm right this time. If you're not sure, if you want to performance here also, you can cache in the front end also. Purge all caches. All the files will be cleared. So I'm going to copy this URL.
Okay.
Not this one, not this URL. Please don't copy that question mark W3 cache. Copy only the URL of the page. Copy the URL of the page. Now go back to the same tools. Now I'm not going to use the old tool because there are some data there. Let me keep it as it is. gtmetrics.com, tools.pingdom.com. So I'm going to paste the URL here of the new page. Click on test your site. Paste the URL, test your site. And the last one, Google Speed. Insights, again, test your site. So the last three are the new one before caching. And the first one are before. This doesn't have any caching. Well, this one have caching. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it should show faster. If it didn't run, it actually increased the loading time. I see there's an increase in loading time. The images has not been compressed. 74 requests. It was 92 requests earlier. The loading time has increased because it's the first time it's testing. Let me retest. You should definitely see a difference. Okay, let me retest it. You should definitely see a difference. Don't worry. Okay, 3.73 seconds, 3.13 seconds, but the number of requests has reduced. Can you see automatic? It should improve my loading time. Definitely, don't worry. So the previous data for mobile was 25. Now it is 36. And for desktop, it was 71. And here it is 79. Okay, don't worry. Just click on retest. You'll definitely see the improvement. Can you see 3.5 seconds? Previously, what was it?
4.1.
I told you no difference. Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Because you should retest it twice. Okay, because it's caching for the second time, it will definitely load fast. Again, let me start test and you compare and let me reanalyze again. You will be seeing still not done. We have other places where we can optimize and tune it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Can you see 42 now? 42 and 89. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Previously, it was 80, 71, 89, 25. Now it is 42. Hope you got it. Now it will definitely have an impact. Just retest it twice. Okay, now it has reduced. Still, I'll teach how to further optimize it. So the next most commonly found issues are here images, video embeds, and Google Maps. Now, preferably don't use Google Maps everywhere in your pages, all the pages. Whenever there is a requirement, maybe your contact page, maybe your landing page, they want to come down to your location. At the time, it is fine. Don't use it in all the pages. Don't use it in all the pages. Very important. So like videos, if it's required, only use them, guys. If it's not required, don't use them. It will have a very good impact on the SEO. So make sure if it's not required, don't use them. Okay. Again, images, compress images. So what you should be doing, you have to take all these images that is currently there. Hope you understand what you should be doing. You should take all these images and you have to compress them.
Yes.
You know how you do that? You have to go to ShortPixel. Online image compression. So you have to go to this website, go to the second one. First one is an ad. Second one, you have to compress it, download. You have seen the difference, right? Let me show you a simple example. Now let me go to here, pixabay.com. I search for web design. Say I choose one good image. So I want to use not this one. Say this one looks good. I'll go for this one. So I'll click on free download. You have multiple options. I'll go for the second one. I'll download it. 173 kilobytes. Now, once it gets downloaded, now it has been downloaded. Go to this website. 173 KB. See how much it gets compressed. Maybe above 50%. Okay, can you see? 53 KB now. I'll download this. So the original and the duplicate, if you check, you can hardly find a difference unless you zoom it. Okay, this is the original and this is the second one. Okay, let me rename this. Let me rename this as not this one, like web design development company. Okay, something like this. Now afterwards, the image has been changed. Go back to your pages where you have editing the pages. Again, you can edit with Elementor. Now like this, I have changed it for the background. In my previous class, in my image optimizing class, I've optimized this. Check my previous classes. So I want to change this image. Click on edit image. Click on choose image. Upload files. Click on choose files. And you re-upload it. Now let me go to my downloads. This is the image, web development company. Again, guys, you should not forget, you should add your alt text. Okay. Web development company. For every page or every image you have to add. Insert. This image comes back. I think this is a very small image. That's why it's looking like this. Okay, it's not fitting properly, but you got the point. You have to use good images, but like I have optimized the image here. And look that great actually. Vertical align, middle, center. It's fine for now. Now again done. Now like this, you can optimize it. Now what about the image that's already been uploaded? So for image compression also there is a plugin, guys. For image compression, there is a plugin. So the tools that we are going to use, let me delete this one. The one is ShortPixel. ShortPixel online compression. online image compression. Just Google it. You find this image website. Just upload it, compress it, and use the images and rename it. Put alt text. All you to know. So if you're going for plugins, there's a web plugin called as Short Pixel. There's a plugin called as Short Pixel. I use that for all my sites. Short Pixel is the plugin. The next plugin I will recommend is WP Smush. SMUSH. WP Smush image compression and optimization. This plugin, I have never seen it of that worthy. I never use this plugin. It looks absolutely waste. Okay, maybe I may be wrong, but I don't use it completely waste. Don't use that plugin. The plugin I will recommend any day is Short Pixel. And you know, Short Pixel provides even free CDN also. So go back to your website, go back to your dashboard. So I have changed few images. There was some other image. I'll refresh this. The image should change because of a good caching. Immediately it changes. Can you see? Now coming back, certain times if you're not using good caching, after 5 minutes or 10 minutes after refreshing the browser over and over again, you'll be seeing the changes. So coming back, this is done. So coming to the next aspect is go to plugins, add new plugin. This plugin I use it for my main site also. If you can check AppSumo, even that site is there. So I search for Short Pixel. Short Pixel, just search for this. Can you see the first one? Image compression 200 image optimizer. This is the one. And second one is Short Pixel adaptive images. I use both of them. Okay. Now install now and install now. Just install the first one, activate the first one, and second one also install and activate. Now I'm using the premium version of this. I have, but free version for 100 images, you can compress it once. Okay. So similarly, go to plugins, add new. I think my server is down. Certain time it will be down. It should come back. Hopefully it comes back to the website. Hopefully the site has not been crashed. Yeah, it's back. Again, search for Short Pixel. Now install the second one now. There you go. Both of them are activated. So I don't want to use the empty this case. I'll do that later, but it is done.
So it's like it's asking me request an API key.
Yeah, that you have to do now. Now what you have to do in the meantime, go to Short Pixel and sign up for a free account, please. Go to Short Pixel, sign up for your email, free email. Just put your email.
Okay.
Just agree with the terms. In the meantime, I'll log in. So it is done.
The Short Pixel, the first one I have installed and I'm trying to.
Yeah, install both of them.
Install both. Okay.
Yeah. So in the meantime, let me log in. I already have an account. Once you sign up for an account. Okay. So in the left side, you see option called as API keys. Can you see API keys? Maybe you may be getting double opt-in. I'm not sure. It may tell you to confirm your email also. I'm not sure. Just check it out. So once you come to this step, guys.
Your API keys, it's directly showing.
Yeah. So click on API keys. Maybe you can copy the API key. This is my API key. Please don't use it. Okay. If you use it, I will generate or reset your API key. Generates a new API key. And here you have to add the domain name. Okay. So, I can generate an API key based on domain also. Okay. Nice. This option was not there. Adflex.net. Click on generate. Oh, nice. I got an API key only for this domain. For Adflex. Okay, perfect. I'll copy this. Copy the API key. The API key, whatever you have, you can copy that. 2 minutes work. Just 2 minutes, just copy paste. That's all. Go to settings. Go to this option called Short Pixel. Don't go for adaptive images. AI is adaptive images. Go for the first term. Just says Short Pixel. Now there it will ask you to. Just give me a second. It is loading. Now here, can I see API key?
Wait,
Paste it.
This is API key aliases, right? I don't have to use that.
No. You can use your main API key also.
Okay,
just click on validate.
Copy that.
Just validate and it's done.
Wait.
So I've pasted the API key and I click on validate and it is done. Can you see? Now we have 3 options here. You have three options here: lossy, glossy,
1 minute.
and
Let me
lossless.
do that. Wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I'll finish that step. Okay, done. Validated.
Done?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now coming back, now you have three options here. If I want complete compression, go for lossy. If you want other options, you can go for other options also, glossy and lossless. Lossless, there are some rules here. You can read it. It looks identical to the original image, but it compresses less. I usually go for this one, but take a backup. Okay, image
Okay.
gets compressed. You may lose the original files. Take a backup before compressing the images. But I run it all the time in lossy. I never had any much difference. I'll go for this one. And afterwards, click on this option called as save and go to bulk process. I have 64 images, 65 images that needs to be optimized. So I click on save and go to bulk. Now what happens? It will take some time. You cannot close this page. Okay, total to be okay. It's 87 actually. Okay, so it is optimizing it.
9 thumbnails.
Yeah, bulk image compression. Okay, start optimizing. I'm sorry. Click on this button. Start optimizing 87 images. So this should get 100% now.
Okay.
So can you see it's optimizing automatically. So by accidentally, if you have added images, high quality images, this tool will take care of it. But it will take time to get all the 100 images done, like 87 images done. See, I compressed on short pixel. Again, it further compressed by 17%. This original image was already used by short pixel compression.
Yeah, correct.
My logo got compressed by 92%. Wow. So guys, you check it out. Take it time. It will definitely take time. Maybe it depends on number of images. I've spent even half an hour just watching it because it takes more time to compress. Already 50% done. Hopefully it should get compressed within another couple of minutes. Now afterwards, I'm going to rerun the test. I'll show you the proof that how fast your website will load, but you have to test it twice.
Okay.
45% image compressed. Wow. You will definitely see the difference, but caching is important when images have a huge role. Now, if I want to still optimize my site now, what other things I can do is I can remove that video in the page, all those things I can do. If I still want to compress it, it's compressing as we speak. Now what I can do is in this page, there is any video, right? There's a video here, right? If it's not required, I can delete this video also.
But this is embedded one, right? You don't have
Yeah, this is embed, but it is still loading from my server, no? It's loading from their server to my browser, no? To the visitor browser, no?
Okay.
So automatically the loading time will definitely, if I remove this automatically, at least half a second or 1 second, I'll definitely prove it to you actually.
Okay.
This will definitely have 1 second impact.
Oh my God. That's.
So you see, even Google Maps is there. I told no Google Maps.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. If I remove these two now, I will do one thing. I'll delete these two for purpose of showing the loading time difference and prove it to you how much difference you find in the loading time.
Right.
Okay, just let this get compressed. I will not remove these two now. Afterwards, I'll remove both of them and I'll create the page and I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to show you the difference. Almost done, 91%. I think all of them are demo templates only. They were already compressed, but still it's compressing further. So you have to use both the images, both the plugins. Okay. They have CDN also. What they do is your heavy files of your images will be hosted in their hosting. From their server CDN, they are going to load the images. I get 200 GB per month or something.
Okay.
Cloud CDN. So it is done. So my website is done. Again, what you should do immediately once it is done? You have to purge the cache. Go to dashboard. So performance, purge all caches. So temporarily remove all the files. Let me start again. So purge all caches. Purge all caches. Let me go to this page. Sorry, not blog, services, web design service. This is the same plugin I'm using for that also. Okay, same, what is that? For AppSumo also I'm using the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, now let me remove this. It's been done. So copy the URL of the website, copy, Control C. Go back to, this is the second site. Click on retest now. Again, it's already there. Just click on retest. Let it run the test. This is the original one. This is the secondary test I'm running. Click on start test. Last one, again, analyze again. So I've cleared it. Hopefully, I should be seeing some good differences. Fingers crossed again. Hopefully, I don't know. And if it goes above 5 seconds now, it will not be good. Can you see test come down? Let me retest. It was 38 MB. It has increased actually. And let me check. Can you see here? Previously it was 3.13 second. Can you see the image size also reduced? 2.6 MB. Previously it was 2.9 MB and 3.13 seconds. And page speed score originally 25 and 71, 33 and again 81. Just reanalyze again twice. It happens, sir. It happens. Just retest again. It should definitely come down. Okay. Trust me, it's not 844 seconds. Trust me, definitely your improvement will be there. Just click on analyze again. You should be seeing some significant differences. Okay. So this is aspect of it in terms of image optimization and compression. Now there is one more thing you can use. You can use something called as a CDN. Okay. CDN. So for further further better loading time improving, you can use the fifth step here. I'll write it here. You can use something called as CDN. CDN stands for Content Delivery Network. Okay. It's also called as Content Distribution Network. What it does is your website cached versions of your website, like temporary copies of your website, will be stored on multiple servers across multiple continents. Okay, like heavy files or static pages or static content like images. One is images, definitely. One is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Everything will be heavy files of a website will be hosted on multiple servers and across multiple continents. Now coming to the most commonly used CDN is Mac CDN. This is the most commonly used CDN service. StackPath Mac CDN. What they do is they host in multiple servers based on the user location search, wherever they're searching from. Say for example, guys, my website, this is hosted in India. Okay, the server location is in India. If a person is in India searches for this, the website will load much faster than a person who's searching from US, because as the location distance increases, the time to fetch will automatically increase. So what does this CDN service does is, they are very expensive, guys. They're not cheap. So what this service does is this website files will be hosted on multiple data centers across the world. And based on the search location, if the person is searching from US, it won't load from India. It load from their nearest data center. Okay, so this is there is Cloudflare CDN. Okay, so they provide this Cloudflare CDN. They provide content delivery network. Amazon is there. Amazon CloudFront is there. This is the biggest in terms of CDN service. There's nothing close to say like Cloud. They have like more than 250 plus content delivery distribution networks. They have POP, point of I don't know, Okay, but this is a company. Okay, this is one of the best. Okay, there's Cloudflare CDN, and Max CDN. These are the few. There are so many. Now, some companies provide CDN within their own hosting only. Say, for example, WPX hosting. They provide CDN inbuilt.
Yeah.
Definitely, they like. Let me just check the pricing. Check it out. Like here, can I see WPX Cloud CDN inbuilt? Okay, but if you're using AWS, best option. CloudFront. This is one of the best options in terms of CDN. No company comes close to AWS. So coming back, these are the few websites. Now let me reanalyze. Hopefully, let me retest after some time. I give 5 minutes time. Let me start test. Let me analyze again. Hopefully, I should see some good results. Now afterwards, now I'm going to remove these two images. Now these images, this video, and I'm going to remove this iframe, this Google Maps, and see what happens. Okay, 50 still there are some work happening. 33 and desktop is 85. We have still more options to optimize it. Don't worry guys, it should definitely get improved. Okay, but the end result is check your loading time. Don't worry about all these numbers. Okay, just check your loading time. That's the core functionality. Okay, so 4.2 seconds, it has not optimized. Okay, now let me go back. Now let me go back to the website. Let me see what else I can do. Go to pages, all pages. This is the page, edit with Elementor. Now I'm in this page. Now for time being, I'm going to delete this section. There you go. Now let me do one thing, Control Z. Now let me drag it here and let me only delete this block. This looks nice. Looks like this. I've deleted the video here in iframe. Let me delete this one and let it be empty. I'll update this. And back to dashboard. Now once, let me just refresh this page. Let me just, it gets removed or not. So the image has been removed. Here the video has been removed. So let me check it out. Now I'm not telling you should not use videos. I'm telling you the loading time has, videos has a loading time impact. Embedding videos also, even YouTube links, Vimeo links has impact. Copy it, go back to GTmetrix. So let me do one thing. I want to retest it again. Let me go to their website again. This is the official test I did, 4.1 seconds. Paste it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I should test it twice, but definitely twice. Okay, let me see what I'll get here. So this time there is no video embeds.
Okay.
This is the original file. Let me check the ViceLow score. Can you see now?
Yeah, 1.9 seconds.
Can you see all of like 96, 92, all have reached? Okay, I know what I was talking about, guys. I was not like trying to guess anything here. I have optimized this for hundreds of sites.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's experimenting. You have to test sometime, but sometimes it crashes. So take a backup. Take a backup very, very careful. So it's all cool. Can you see? It loads very fast, blazingly fast. Can you see the file size now? And the file size here. Can you see? All of them are perfectly optimized. Now can you see 1.87 seconds? Can you see this? Now let me last test. Can you see mobile 69, mobile desktop 90? Can you see this? This was the original data 34 and 86. And after test 69 and 90. 70 is very close. No, 69, 70 is very good number. But I told you it has a huge impact on your loading time. So can you see? So this is how you optimize the loading time of your website. Now loading time has a huge impact on your SEO. Okay, so let me retest last time. 76, can you see? 76 and 91. So this is the final results I got, guys, after testing and optimizing this page. Okay, a very basic settings I did, guys. Still I can optimize it still further.